140 years, homeowners and DIYers have trusted Barton's for their home improvement needs. From small projects to remodels to building a home, our experts are here with the tools, knowledge, and advice to make your project a success. With 10 100% employee-owned locations across Northeast Arkansas and Southeast Missouri, delivery, installation, and free design services, Barton's is your trusted partner for every project. Visit us online at bartons.com. Build it better with Barton's.
To our NEA Sports pregame coaches show here. Final Four football. Coach Powell, EPC Warriors taking on the Mount Ida Lions. So a rematch in this exact same spot, same location and all from last year, Coach. Hey, kind of crazy odds that all that's come to fruition, but just talk about first just this ball game in general.
You know, we kind of expected this ball game to begin the season. Both teams only had a few seniors last year, so we knew we'll be on the same side of the bracket. So it's kind of worked out. We were both one seeds, meet up again. So we're really excited about another game in the semifinals with a chance to go Little Rock.
So, you know, you find yourself in this situation for a third year now in a row, I believe, to go to the state championship, punch your ticket. How excited are you, the players, and then obviously this community?
You know, these guys have been on a mission to try to get back to Little Rock since we lost the last two. You know, it's really fun getting there and it makes a great season, but it stings a little bit getting there and losing. So, you know, making it there and finishing it when they're seniors and winning want to be, you know, great for those kids.
No doubt about that. Let's talk about this game. You got to win this one to get there, obviously, right. And that's a huge task in front of you. You got home field advantage again. Talk about having that.
You know, just being at home, not having to travel, you know, Thanksgiving weekend, it's huge. You know, having that home crowd and getting the environment going for your kids, you know, they feed off that a little bit. So it's nice being at home, not traveling, and having that home crowd to build that environment for us.
You know, to my knowledge, I don't know if I've ever been to Mount Ida or not. What's the travel time? Are you aware?
It's probably close to 4 hours on the bus. You know, it's 30 minutes past Hot Springs, so it's a pretty good ways down there.
Down in southwest Arkansas, then. All right, let's talk a little bit about the Warriors. We were just here not that long ago when you guys beat Mark Tree. Great game that you guys had and has just kind of continued to roll from there. Let's talk about the offense first and what that's going to look like against Mount Ida.
You know, we're still going to be multiple on offense. We're going to go spread formations. We're going to go run heavy formations. You know, we're going to mix it up and try to take what the defense gives us. You know, everything starts with Eli Black, though. When he can distribute the football, we're pretty dang good. And, you know, we got two backs that can really run it and carry the ball 20, 25 times. And we got guys on the outside with Quincy Perry and Devin McGee that can really stretch the defense and beat you vertically. So, you know, we take what they give us.
One thing that really impressed me when I was down here and calling that Mark Tree game, sitting up in the booth, and I noticed, and I know most of your guys play both sides of the ball, as is pretty normal in 2A, but your line is really, really big, especially when you think of a 2A school. I mean, I knew the skill players were there, but talk about your line for a minute.
You know, those guys, they all have pretty good size, and they've been starters since 10th graders. So, you know, those seniors are out there, 3-year starters, so they play a lot of football games, a lot of playoff games. So the experience helps, and of course having good size helps, and they work hard in the weight room, so it shows on the football field.
You talked about Eli Black, and one thing that has been mentioned to me by multiple people that have talked to me since we had that game was that, I mean, rarely are you guys ever short on a good running back down here. You just seem to always have that. You know, consistency of finding a solid quarterback. Eli, he can throw the football now.
Right, Eli's played a ton of baseball growing up, so he has that background, and he does a really good job throwing the football for us, and he's worked on it and got better when he figured out that he's going to be our guy. So early last year he figured out he was going to be the man, and he's really worked on it, and he's got better as 2 years moved along.
I tell you what I also like about him is that he's in a situation where when we were broadcasting, I compared him to Jamarcus Russell, that used to be at LSU. Randy Coleman, who was with me and doing color, he thought of Jared Lorenzen. He's just a big quarterback, but he's a little bit mobile. He can move a little bit. I think you ran a play for him where he ran the football at one point.
He does. He's a good runner for us, and he gets downhill well, and like I say, he makes good decisions in option games, and so we give him the option to run or keep in some of our option games, and he does a good job. He gets downhill, and there's not a lot of linebackers and D-backs that like to step in front of him, so it's a nice little weapon to have. And
you got your two guys that run the football out for you in Gaines and Buchanan. Buchanan's a bruiser, I feel like, and Gaines has that breakaway potential. Just talk about those two and what they've meant for you in this program.
Both of them run extremely hard. They fight extra hard for extra yards, and when they get a seam, they have the speed to break it. But they both run really hard. They're tough to tackle in space, and they're big kids too. They got good size for them. So if we can get them on D-backs out there in space, usually they got a little bit of advantage because not only can they make you miss, but they can lower their shoulder and make you have to tackle physically.
No doubt. Switch over to the defensive side again. We talk about a lot of these kids play both sides. What will that look like on Friday?
We're going to have a lot of guys in the box. They run a split back veer, and those guys, they run it very well. They're very disciplined. They'll take 3 yards all night long. So we got to have a lot of guys in the box, and we got to control our gaps, and we got to tackle who we're supposed to tackle. Split back, you got to take care of the dive, and the quarterback's really dangerous, so we got to make sure we're tackling the quarterback. So it's going to come down to being physical and being disciplined.
Okay. And then, you've hit on a little bit in just what you said on what you're going to do, but talk to us a little bit about, especially Northeast Arkansas fans who are going to be tuned in and watching this game. What can you tell us about Mount Ida? What strengths did they bring?
Physical football team, disciplined football team. They got a coach that's been there a long time and won a lot of football games. I think he's got 2 state championships under his belt, so he's a Hall of Fame type coach. So, he's got the experience. He's been in these situations before, so it starts with him, and those kids buy in, and they're bought in, and they play it to the T.
So the last thing I'm going to ask you, because this will be the last time I get to interview you, and just for this program, but especially this group of kids that you've had the opportunity to coach, some that in their final season, in their senior season, what has this group meant to you?
Oh, it's been a special group. There's some knuckleheads sometimes, and they drive you crazy, but you love them to death, and we're going to miss them when they're gone, and we got to bring those next guys up. And they set a tradition right here, and they set a standard, so it's going to be tough to live up to what this group is going to leave behind.
Well, Coach, we're all here locally rooting for you. There will be 100% bias as I and my guys call our game. It's NEA sports. It's nowhere else in the state. So rooting for you guys to pull out a win and get to Little Rock in the coming days.
We appreciate it.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Local basketball star Austin Reeves is part of the Central Dealerships team. And just like Austin, we want you to join our team as well. So score big with your new or used vehicle from Central today.
From the first seed to a full harvest. From their first steps to their final day of school. From the everyday to the big adventure. From a great job to a greater calling. A true community bank is there through it all because every journey matters.
Honest work, reliable service, and local roots. That's B&A Forestry. Need dirt work done right? We have you covered. Give owners Bear and April Lacefield a call at 870-514-0174. B&A Forestry. Lepanto Crop Service, Murray and D. Henderson are here for your crop dusting needs, serving Poinsett County, Mississippi County, along with the other surrounding counties in Northeast Arkansas. Call 870-531-2223. Lepanto Crop Service. Good luck in tonight's game.
Don't miss it. Saturday, December 6th at 6 p.m. right here on CBS, NEA Sports delivers exclusive previews, predictions, and expert analysis for Northeast Arkansas basketball teams gearing up for an unforgettable season. NEA Sports, putting Northeast Arkansas student athletes first.
Ritter Go-Getters are everywhere, using smart Wi-Fi that's always there. Your friends are gaming, your neighbors are streaming, you're missing out and probably steaming. Don't let FOMO get you down. Ritter's smart Wi-Fi's in your town. It's fast, it's strong, it's oh so clever, with coverage that goes on forever. Connect all devices with a snap and control your network from your home app. So get smart Wi-Fi, say bye to doubt, be a Ritter Go-Getter, and don't miss out.
Prestige Plumbing offers a wide range of residential and commercial services to meet every customer's needs. Whether it be new construction or a remodel, Prestige Plumbing is fast and efficient with the best quality service for their customers. From water leaks to slab leaks to new sewer lines or handicap showers, Prestige Plumbing should be your first call for all your plumbing needs.
Central Dealerships is not one to brag, but actually we are. Central was awarded, yet again, General Motors Mark of Excellence. We have the perfect ride waiting for you and exceptional service. So find your next vehicle at a Central dealership today.
Milligan Heating and AC works to serve the Northeast Arkansas community in meeting all of your HVAC needs. Give Justin Milligan a call at 870-243-2820.
When you ask someone about their favorite show, there's a good chance it's on CBS or Fox, two of the most popular networks in the country. When you ask someone where they go for local news and information, they usually say Northeast Arkansas News. When you ask someone how they grew their business, they'll probably tell you they advertise with KJNB. When you add it all up, top-rated networks, local focus, and dynamic advertising, you get more than just a TV station. You'll get a hometown friend. KJNB. This is who we are. This is home.
Since 1945, we've been more than just a bank. We've been deeply rooted in communities across Arkansas, growing alongside the families and businesses we serve. We started the Farmers and Merchants Bank in Stuttgart, Arkansas 80 years ago to ensure working folks could borrow money to run their farms, fund their businesses, and build their families' futures. Today, Farmers and Merchants Bank is proud to continue supporting our communities, including our students and athletes. Farmers and Merchants Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
At Glensane, we know extra time is hard to come by. Your hands are full, your days are packed, and time doesn't slow down. We work hard when you have a service issue. With full service centers at each of our 4 locations, we will always do our best to make it convenient for you and your busy lifestyle. Thank you for trusting our family with your family for over 70 years.
Hey NEA, this is Purple Rain Detail. Whether it's your daily driver, your truck, or even your farm equipment, we will make it sparkle like new again. We know how hard you work and your vehicle deserves that same care at Purple Rain Detail. We specialize in deep cleaning, polishing, and protecting, so your ride stays looking sharp and ready for the road or the field. Message us today to book your appointment and see why everyone's talking about the Purple Rain Detail shine. Are you one of those people like me that loves Christmas but doesn't have time to put up your lights? Let Mojo Lawn Care and Landscaping do the work. Mojo Lawn Care and Landscaping custom fits your lights to meet the needs of your home while still offering affordable prices. And the best part is that you don't have to do a thing. They will come in, put your lights up, and when the holiday season is over, they will come and take them down. Give Mojo Lawn Care and Landscaping a call at 870-219-3446. Merry Christmas. Book Mickey World Travel with Taryn Scott. Let Taryn help you plan your next vacation. And get this, her services are no cost to you. Disney World, Land, Cruise Line, Universal, Caribbean all-inclusive. Taryn says, let's go Warriors.
Local basketball star Austin Reeves is part of the Central Dealerships team. And just like Austin, we want you to join our team as well. So score big with your new or used vehicle from Central today.
From the first seed to a full harvest. From their first steps to their final day of school. From the everyday to the big adventure. From a great job to a greater calling. A true community bank is there through it all because every journey matters.
Arkansas, East Poinsett County School District. And I'm Ryan Fletcher. With me is Coach Randy Coleman as we are just a few minutes away from kickoff. We're going to have on-field coverage of the coin flip as the captains are getting ready to take the field. It looks like tonight representing EPC is Devin McGee. Looks like D. Buchanan and number 78. That's I want to make sure I say this right, Zabarius Shepard, who, by the way, will be on our halftime show. They'll go out for the coin toss. Coach, as we said when we came on the air, what a great opportunity to be here in this spot to call this game as both teams fight in a rematch from last year. Winner goes to Little Rock.
Yeah, and this is everything that you look forward to in high school football because you got two programs that are just on the verge of being dominant in 2A football. Right. I mean, they really are. You look at what Coach White has done at Mount Ida. You know, he's been there a long time, over 160 wins in his time at Mount Ida. You know, the split back veer is what he preaches, and they love it there, and they do a fantastic job running that offense. And then Brandon Powell, who has come in at EPC and, I mean, third, you know, 2 trips to the state finals in a row and then another semifinal here this year, you know, just has them on the verge of being a power in 2A football. And, you know, it's everything you want in high school football. It's Black Friday.
It sure is.
It's, you know, as a high school coach, and I got to do it 5 times, but you know, one of the goals is practice on Thanksgiving. And for the teams that get to do it, it's just an outstanding honor, and these two teams they're going to give us a show tonight, no doubt.
No doubt about that. You talk about Mount Ida and Coach White down there. Coach Powell was very complimentary of him. He talks about, I mean, he said he's a guy that's been doing it for a while. He's had a great deal of success. I believe he explained to me that he had at least 2 state championships. So he's a guy that knows how to win and has been in big situations. And, you know, at that juncture in your career, I don't know if he'd have butterflies tonight or not.
Oh, I mean, if you're playing at this point in the season, you've got butterflies.
Okay.
There's no doubt. And, you know, I reached out to some friends of mine. You know, I'm still on the board of the Arkansas Football Coaches Association. And I reached out to some buddies of mine and just said, tell me a little bit about Michael White. And they said, quiet guy, humble guy, has been at Mount Ida a long time, does a fantastic job, believes in the split back veer. They said, you know, he's a guy that every time they want to get somebody from the 2A level to speak at our clinic, he's the guy they think of, and he always declines. He said he's real humble and real quiet, but just does a fantastic job with this line program. And I think we're gonna get an explosive offensive night from both sides of the ball. I think it's going to be a lot of fun to watch tonight.
Well, we've got coverage here of the coin toss. Official kind of going over some things right now with the guys out there on the field.
I can't wait to hear you say the referee's name.
Yeah, and that's actually the one we're talking about. Chris is his first name. Last name spelled Chudej. I'm going to go ahead and let the official talk. It's Hujay. Chris Hujay is talking with him.
Let's have a great game.
There you go. EPC wins the coin toss. They elect to receive. I like that, Coach.
I'll tell you what. Anytime you elect to receive, you expect points to be scored.
That's right.
There's no doubt. If you defer, then you typically are assuming that there's going to be some defensive stops. And I think tonight is a night where, you know, with the split back veer that Mount Ida runs, they are very well equipped to control the clock and maintain the ball on the ground. And it looks like And that's an offense that wants to play from out front. You know, EPC wants to get the ball, get the points on the board early, and have Mount Ida play from behind.
And speaking of EPC, here they are. They got all the smoke, got all the extras out there. Love the run out. You've got multiple members of each community helping them, supporting them in the run out. That is just, I love it. It's such an awesome atmosphere here in Lepanto tonight, Coach.
It is fantastic. This is what high school football is all about.
No doubt about that. Thank you to Clay Clayton, who's out there on the field, and it's cold tonight, Coach. I'm not going to lie. As a matter of fact, I feel like it's gotten maybe just a wee bit colder since 30 minutes ago when we were out on the field. But everybody's bundled up. A good crowd here tonight. I still think you'll see more roll in as we inch towards kickoff, which we're here.
You know, I think EPC fans are probably pretty attuned to playoff football, and they know to stay in their cars until.
Well, and hey, you can't necessarily. Well, actually, you can see it if you look over to the far part of our screen. But vehicles all around this field, and we are here for the opening kickoff. Coach, me and you and Clay were talking about their kicker, and he's a good kicker.
Yeah, Mr. Garcia is a great kicker. I wouldn't be surprised if he puts this in the end zone, but he has an interesting, that we'll see after scores or if there's a field goal attempt, he has an interesting way of lining up to kick a ball. So, but he's a very good kicker.
We are getting ready to roll. And a little pooch kick to start things off. They're going to return this and be dropped at the 42-yard line. So good field position for the East Poinsett County Warriors in starting this football game. And, Coach, both teams have the ability to score a lot of points, but they run the football a lot. So, you know, it might be a scenario where the clock's going to, the clock's going to run at times.
But I do think there's going to be a lot of points scored tonight. You know, EPC has rushed for over 3,000 yards this year. Mount Ida has rushed for over 4,000 yards.
Incredible.
So, you know, it could come down to the passing game tonight to see who gets the trip to Little Rock.
Eli Blagg lines up at quarterback. He's been the man all season long in that position. It is Jacob Gaines lined up to his right hip. They will hand off to Gaines. Gaines will be hit. Not a big gain at all right there, if any, and it's going to be second down and long.
You know, and I think that's Coach Powell just trying to feel out, you know, the night here. Let's give it to one of our best players. You got Jacob Gaines, you got D. Buchanan, both dynamic players. Let's give it to one of those guys and just get a feeler here before we get started.
Blagg, a big quarterback, about probably 6'2", I'd say 240, 250 if I'm guessing, and Blagg's going to look. He throws over the middle. It's caught, and it's going to be a first down. And, Coach, one thing you and I talked about, off the air is Quincy Perry being a key factor in this football game.
Well, I told you off air, I think if there's one key member of the game tonight that could play a big factor in determining the outcome, I think it's Quincy Perry.
Blag back out of the gun, trips to the right. He's going to send Gaines in motion. They'll throw it to Gaines. Gaines is going to take off. He gets over to the sidelines and will be brought down as he crosses the 40-yard line and at about the 38.
And, let's just swing the ball out to one of our best athletes, if not the best athlete on the field tonight, and just put him in space. And let's see what happens. You got a good double team out there in the slot, and then Jacob Gaines gets upfield for a good 8-yard gain.
10:32 to go here in this first quarter, first drive. Now we've got two guys lined up to each. Oh, that's a direct snap, and that's D. Buchanan, who can run it very, very well, and it looks like he's going to have a first down.
Now, one thing, we talked a little bit off air. I think Quincy Perry matched up out here with Tyler Mosier, I think is one place that EPC can exploit Mount Ida's defense tonight. I think there's going to be a big focus on the run, but I think Quincy Perry has a good matchup out there.
And there's a flag on the play, and I kid you not, I feel like Blag was looking right at Perry on that play and was potentially going to throw maybe deep. The defensive back that lines up against Perry is playing well off of him.
Yeah, but, Quincy Perry has elite speed. I think he can close that ground and get past that defender. I watched a couple games from Mount Ida, in preparation for this game, and I think that's a place they can exploit Mount Ida's defense.
Direct snap again, this time to Buchanan. Buchanan gets around and will be pushed out of bounds. A huge run for Buchanan, and that will move the chains.
Well, I go back to last year when we were watching EPC and Mark Tree. I think that, D. Buchanan is a guy that, Jacob Gaines is really kind of, if you equate it to a boxing match, Jacob Gaines is the body guy, right. And D. Buchanan's, he's the knockout punch.
Gaines shakes a tackler, and he's going to fight hard to – man, what a job right there. Initially, Coach, it looked like a play where he was going to lose yards, then maybe just get a gain of a couple, and somehow he's standing a 7-yard gain, and they're 2nd and 3.
Yeah, great pursuit by Mount Ida's defense, and really thought you had him contained, and he just backpedals his way and then explodes for an 8-yard gain.
We have a player down, and it may be – let's go ahead and we will send it to a commercial break. Hopefully he's okay, and when we return, we'll have more action here on the NEA Sports Network. Honest work, reliable service, and local roots. That's B&A Forestry. Need dirt work done right? We have you covered. Give owners Bear and April Lacefield a call at 870-514-0174. B&A Forestry. Lepanto Crop Service, Murray and D. Henderson are here for your crop dusting needs, serving Poinsett County, Mississippi County, along with the other surrounding counties in northeast Arkansas. Call 870-531-2223. Lepanto Crop Service. Good luck in tonight's game.
Don't miss it. Saturday, December 6th at 6 p.m. right here on CBS, NEA Sports delivers exclusive previews, predictions, and expert analysis for Northeast Arkansas basketball teams gearing up for an unforgettable season. NEA Sports, putting Northeast Arkansas student athletes first.
Mickey World Travel with Taryn Scott. Let Taryn help you plan your next vacation. And get this, her services are no cost to you. Disney World, Land, Cruise Line, Universal, Caribbean all-inclusive. Taryn says, let's go Warriors.
Local basketball star Austin Reeves is part of the Central Dealerships team. And just like Austin, we want you to join our team as well. So score big with your new or used vehicle from Central today.
From the first seed to a full harvest. From their first steps to their final day of school. From the everyday to the big adventure. From a great job to a greater calling. A true community bank is there through it all because every journey matters.
We have returned here to Lepanto, Arkansas. Mount Ida with a player down right now. They have an ambulance out. I certainly hope he is going to be okay. Obviously, a situation like this never looks good, Coach. But we are at a little bit of a standstill at the moment.
Yeah, and you hate to make assumptions, but just right now, just thoughts and prayers for Mr. Andy Black, for Mount Ida Lions as he gets carted off the field, and it looked like a leg injury.
Right.
So we definitely want to pass that along to all the viewers. So, but definitely want to say our prayers for Andy as he gets carted onto the ambulance.
Kudos to it's CEMS, Sims. Okay. Ambulance service, they were right on top of that. So obviously EPC and this school district well prepared for multiple situations. Obviously you never want that to be the case, but we are now going to play some more football.
And it was cool seeing Coach Powell walk over to check on Mount Ida's player, walking all the way across the field. That says a lot about Coach Powell.
Oh, yeah.
He's an outstanding guy.
We talked a lot about Michael White and Coach Powell having a lot of respect for him. I think they communicate quite a bit during the season since they played last year, and felt like this could be a rematch this year, just the way that things lined up. If things went certain ways, and they did. So, but yeah, you can't ask for a better guy than Brandon Powell as well.
If you look at both of both of them are 11-1. Mount Ida's on an 11-game win streak after losing their opener to Junction City, and EPC lost week 2 to Rivercrest, and was that 58-56?
Yes, it was
something high scoring.
Yeah.
I know it came down to a 2-point conversion, but both these teams are playing at such a high level, and Andy Black, he's a senior, and I know these guys have been building to this moment right now, and you just wish him the best, and you hats off to the coaches and the way they handle everything, and hopefully we can get back to some good football soon.
We got a camera out right now, so apologize for that. We're getting that fixed. You're not missing anything because they're still not playing.
Well, it's a good thing we got a face for radio run, so I think it's a good deal that we've got no cameras on us. So looks like that we're getting cameras working back again, and
yes, it is back up, and we are fine. You got to have power to those things, and somebody turned the surge protector off. That could have been me. I don't know.
Well, all right, we're back. EPC's gotten inside the red zone now, and they got a 2nd and 2 as we get started back again.
Yeah, after a good run by Gaines out of the gun, you got a 2 receivers split, and it's going to go to Buchanan. This time, Buchanan hit. He's going to shake that one off. There is a flag on the play. It's going to be ruled a touchdown, but there is a flag on the play.
Well, where that flag's coming from, I'd have to say it's probably a hold.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, but
shooting them fireworks off, we're about to find out what happens.
Okay. Interesting coming from that umpire position, and a legal block in the back. That's not the call you normally would get from that spot.
All right, so that will send them. That's is that a 15-yarder, Coach?
That is. Well, no, that's a 10-yard.
10-yarder.
10-yard. Yep.
Okay, so it's going to be 2nd down and 12 after a good run by Buchanan, but it is negated by the block in the back penalty. Blagg looks to throw. Blagg throws, and it is overthrown. And, man, that was a hard hit there on Quincy Perry. He is okay. He's back up.
We got another flag in the backfield. I'm not sure what that one is.
Waiting on the call here from.
I'm guessing it's going to be a hold. Yep.
It is. Of course, we're over here on the EPC side, and fans are not happy, and it's going to make this one now 2nd and 32? No, 2nd and 22. My bad.
Yeah.
My bad.
And you know what? I mean, we talked about Quincy Perry's matchup, and they were going at he did a little deep comeback there and just a little overthrown, but, that would have been totally negated anyway. But we've got, EPC still in a position where they've got 3 downs to work to get this first down.
Handoff goes to Jacob Gaines. Gaines shakes one tackler. He's still on his feet. Gaines over towards the sideline, went a good distance. And that's a gain of, I don't know, Coach, looked like 10 yards or close to it.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like they may have a late hit out of bounds there and get a little extra yardage on it. So we've got, yeah.
Might have been a sarcastic cheer from the Warrior fans, but that'll be a 15-yard penalty and should be an automatic first down.
Well, Coach White is hot over there, and I think he
sure is.
You just hate to have, so many penalties here in the early going to get this game started off in the way it has. But it'll still bring a. That's not an automatic first down.
In high school, I question
it'll be a third and short.
They're going to go direct to Buchanan. Buchanan says, I don't need the automatic first down. I'm going to score a touchdown. D. Buchanan, and EPC strikes first.
And hey, we talked about it. Jacob Gaines is really in the kind of work it. He's the 7-8 chunk yardage. But D. Buchanan, Ryan, and every time that I've watched him, he's the haymaker. He's the guy that can put it in the end zone from anywhere on the field.
All right. EPC will line up to go for 2 right here. At one point, they were 2nd and 22. And now Blagg is going to throw it and incomplete. And it will be 6-zip with 8:17 to play here in the opening quarter. EPC leading it on the NEA Sports Network.
Go-getters are everywhere, using smart Wi-Fi that's always there. Your friends are gaming, your neighbors are streaming, you're missing out and probably steaming. Don't let FOMO get you down. Ritter's smart Wi-Fi's in your town. It's fast, it's strong, it's oh so clever, with coverage that goes on forever. Connect all devices with a snap and control your network from your home app. So get smart Wi-Fi, say bye to doubt, be a Ritter Go-Getter, and don't miss out.
Prestige Plumbing offers a wide range of residential and commercial services to meet every customer's needs. Whether it be new construction or a remodel, Prestige Plumbing is fast and efficient with the best quality service for their customers. From water leaks to slab leaks to new sewer lines or handicap showers, Prestige Plumbing should be your first call for all your plumbing needs.
We're back here, opening kick. It's by Blagg, and there is a whistle and a flag.
Well,
penalty, free kick.
Yeah. Snaps so far. So,
Well, speaking of which, I mentioned the head official, Chris Hujay, also umpire Caleb Ingram, head linesman is Chad Dewey, line judge Jeff Kincaid, and back judge is Stetson Painter. So, team of 5 here tonight. I really feel like, Coach, when you get to just this few number of games across the state, you'd have maybe 6 to even more than that out there to help officiate. And good return here by Mount Ida. Close to midfield. They're going to have the ball at around the 47, 48-yard line.
And somebody's got to do it tonight, Ryan, so I'll go ahead and do it. But that was Kasten Fimvongza. I apologize to anybody back at Mount Ida.
I'm going to say
that I butchered that name, but he's a great player. One of the leading rushers on this team, and he has a great return back up to the 48-yard line.
And as we would tell anybody, if you know how to pronounce that name, put it in the comments, give us a little feedback, and we'll try to do it right.
And he gets carry right off the bat here for a 4-yard gain. And you know what? Here's what I'm looking forward to more than anything right now is this split-back veer. And they pride themselves in the split-back veer, and they do a great job of running it. You're going to see the good old-fashioned yard to yard-and-a-half splits by the offensive line. You're going to see not as much size as EPC has, but they're going to use that to their advantage and really work the ball down the field. And just really you're going to see an awesome offense in the way Coach White has this team coached up.
Well, and you talk about them being able to run the football, and now they're sitting 3rd down and short, 3rd and 2. You got to have a pretty decent line to be able to do this as well, right?
Well, anytime you run the ball for over 4,000 yards in a season, you know that all 11 players on the offensive side of the ball are working in unison.
This goes handoff, and a big gain as he leaps forward. That time it was number 11, Dalton Young.
And Dalton Young is, you're going to see a lot of Kane McCullough. You're going to see a lot of Dalton Young. You're going to see a lot of Kasten. You're going to see Jackson White, who is going to fake that dive several times. He's going to give the dive, and then fake it, and he's going to keep it and provide the big explosive play for him tonight.
Again, same guy as just a bruiser, you can tell, and he fights his way forward for a 5-yard pickup.
Now, one thing just in watching, Jackson White, the quarterback, gets under center late. He waits till everybody gets set, and as soon as he goes under center, the snap's coming. I just wonder how much Coach Powell has coached his guys up to have that as a trigger for how they are going to attack him.
This time quarterback looks to keep. He will be brought down shy of the 1st down, but it's going to be 3rd down and a yard to go.
A lot of times defensive coaches look at the quarterback for triggers that indicate the snap is about to come. And Jackson White does this thing where he lets everybody get set. He gets under center. As soon as he gets under center, a lot of times that snap is coming automatically. And you just wonder how much Coach Powell's coached his guys up for that.
It is 3rd down and 2 yards to go. Got a single back set. And look at this, a big defensive effort by the EPC Warriors. That is a slew of them by the time it was all said and done, and Dalton Young had nowhere to go.
Just a great job of controlling the line of scrimmage there by the defensive end of EPC, and then everybody pursuing and getting to the football and bringing them down for a big loss. Now we got a big 4th down.
It's a good look at the replay. And, yeah, 4th down. They might have, I'm still saying 2 yards. I feel like maybe they lost a half yard on that play. So they're going to line right back up in a power formation, handoff, and it is short.
It is going to be very close. I don't know.
No, you're right.
He may,
the way the line judge came in, nope. Are they going to measure?
They're going to measure.
The way where the line judge came in, it looked like a pretty decent spot. I still think maybe it's going to be short.
You know, I'm trying to look at the spot of the chains on the far sideline, and we're on the near hash. It's going to be really, really close. I'd say he might have got it by the tip of the ball.
Let's see. He got it.
Yep.
Wow. Wow. I really, really thought they had it stopped there, but a first down for Mount Ida, and you said it, by the tip of the football.
Well, you know, I'm just trying to look at the 25-yard line right there. And, you know, and one thing that he did a really good job of is falling forward on that. Instead of, losing momentum, falling backwards, he fell forwards. And a lot of times you're going to get the favorable spot when you do that.
Not much place to go right there. And pronunciation for number 20, Kasten Pimvongsa, is how a viewer has
believes.
Thank you,
viewer.
Yeah,
thank you,
Carson
Pimvongsa.
Ward on our YouTube. So Pimvongsa.
Thank
that's what
you
we'll
very
go with.
much,
Yeah.
Pimvongsa. All right, got
That's
it.
what we'll go with. Carson,
He's a good player.
If we're wrong, then we're going to blame you now.
He's a very, very good player, and if you look at the stats for the year, he's got over 800 yards rushing on the year. So he's one of their dynamic ball carriers. So we definitely want to get his name right.
And Young with a great cutback on that play. That was a really good run, and it's going to be.
It's another big third down and short.
Yep,
right
it
here.
sure is. Third down and maybe a yard, maybe less than a yard. Carson, I'm joking with you, by the way. I appreciate your help with that and helping us out. So, big thanks.
Hey, we need all the help we can get.
Absolutely.
Ain't no doubt about that. Well, it's good to know that we have officials here tonight. I think they're making their presence felt from the very beginning. They're helping with all the penalties.
Spoken like an old ball coach right there, right?
Especially when as soon as the ball is set and they're ready for play, the clock's going to start back. So.
All right. Quarterback keeps on that one. It's not going to have taken a whole lot to get a first down, and they will get it.
Yeah,
so.
And here's one thing, Jackson White, son of head coach Michael White, you got to know that he is one of those guys on the field that just has it all under control, understands the offense completely, and, just a guy that I've got two sons, and unfortunately I'm not coaching anymore, but it'd be interesting to see what the dynamic would be like between head coach and son.
This time he goes to Pimvongsa, who's still on his feet. And another nice run for Mount Ida. That's another first down. So it's going to be first and goal for Mount Ida.
And listen, you don't rush for over 4,000 yards in a season without being dynamic. And one thing I thought of earlier that I think it's important to mention, EPC went for 2. Didn't get it. Mount Ida's got a wonderful kicker in Mr. Garcia, and I think that could be an important factor as this game rolls along as to, those extra points are huge.
No doubt, and a quarterback tried to keep it that time, Jackson White, and he was met maybe, I don't know if he got back to the line of scrimmage or not.
I think that was Doug Reel on the tackle there, and,
Boy, Doug Reel gets his hands on you, you ain't going anywhere.
He's a good player.
That was a loss on the play. It's going to be 2nd and 5. 2nd and goal from the 5, I should say. Inching towards the end of this first quarter. Wide under center. Handoff. And nowhere to go. That time Young had the football. So third down. And you mentioned they have a good field goal kicker. So if they end up 4th and 4, 4th and 5 right here, do they kick or do they keep trying to go?
One thing I think you want to watch for right here is you've seen dive, you've seen trap, you've seen a lot of that action in between the tackles. I think it's one of those moments right now where you better look for the quarterback to keep it around the edge.
3rd and 3, 53 seconds to go in the quarter. They hand off to Young, who is standing up on his feet, and he's in for a touchdown. Mount Ida strikes back with 46 seconds to go. A 3-yard touchdown run by Dalton Young, who had multiple big runs in that series. We stand tied at 6, and it looks like the Lions will kick a field goal.
They will put the PAT unit out there, and I've watched this guy. He's a very good kicker.
It's up and good. We'll be back here in a moment here on the NEA Sports Network.
Dealerships is not one to brag, but actually we are. Central was awarded, yet again, General Motors Mark of Excellence. We have the perfect ride waiting for you and exceptional service. So find your next vehicle at a Central dealership today.
Milligan Heating and AC works to serve the Northeast Arkansas community in meeting all of your HVAC needs. Give Justin Milligan a call at 870-243-2820.
When you ask someone about their favorite show, there's a good chance it's on CBS or Fox, two of the most popular networks in the country. When you ask someone where they go for local news and information, they usually say Northeast Arkansas News. When you ask someone how they grew their business, they'll probably tell you they advertise with KJNB. When you add it all up, top-rated networks, local focus, and dynamic advertising, you get more than just a TV station. You'll get a hometown friend. KJNB. This is who we are. This is home.
Here comes a return for EPC. And out of bounds, and maybe even a potential late hit right there, is Devin McGee.
Well, just a great job by Devin, just working up the sideline, getting good field position for the EPC Warriors. Start this next possession at the 40-yard line.
Had the luxury of seeing a little bit of a delay, a replay, and was not a late hit out of bounds. I apologize for that. You'd think I could see that with it being so close to us right here, but bad call on my part. EPC now with 39 seconds to go in the opening quarter, trailing 7-6 on a long drive by Mount Ida to score. The handoff goes to Jacob Gaines. Gaines still trying to find a hole, and now there's a flag. It could be a face mask.
I would, just looking at the way that play was run, I think it has to be a face mask at that point.
Randy, earlier in the ball game you had that play on 2nd down where you had the personal foul penalty, and I can't think of what the personal foul was at this point.
It was the late hit out of the bounds.
Yeah, late hit. And in college in the NFL, that's an automatic first down, right?
Yeah, well, in that situation, was it, I think, I know at one point we had a 2nd and 22, and then there was a short gain. So it, the 15 yards is not an automatic first down in that scenario. If it was a personal foul, it would be, but in that scenario it was not.
Okay. Wanted some clarity on that. So 1st and 10 for the Warriors. This handoff again goes to Gaines. He'll cut back towards the center of the field, and a nice run by Gaines. And, it's Gaines, and then you're going to see a little bit of D. Buchanan before it's all said and done.
One thing that's really impressive about Jacob Gaines is, it doesn't look like he's gaining much yardage there, but right at the end, he lunges another 3 yards right there to take a 4-yard gain to a 7-yard gain.
Last play of the quarter coming. That goes to Buchanan. Buchanan is going to keep running. He'll go out of bounds. He'll pick up a first down and then some, and that's going to end the first quarter. It is Mount Ida leading this one 7-6. We'll be back here in a moment on the NEA Sports Network.
140 years, homeowners and DIYers have trusted Barton's for their home improvement needs. From small projects to remodels to building a home, our experts are here with the tools, knowledge, and advice to make your project a success. With 10 100% employee-owned locations across Northeast Arkansas and Southeast Missouri, delivery, installation, and free design services, Barton's is your trusted partner for every project. Visit us online at bartons.com. Build it better with Barton's.
Want to welcome everyone back here on the NEA Sports Network. Live coverage of the semifinal 2A game between the East Poinsett County Warriors and the Mount Ida Lions. EPC driving. They trail 7-6. And, Randy, both teams show what they do best, and that was run the football in the first quarter.
Yeah, and I think it could be one of those nights, Ryan, where I don't know that the defense can stop the opponent's offense.
That's a good point.
It could be, who does well and finishing drives in the red zone for a touchdown, and then who avoids the turnover.
Well, and that's a great point. Does it come down to a turnover, or maybe just one team finally finding a way to get a stop there? It's second down, a gain of about 3 on that play.
Hey, and just some scores from around NEA. Both first quarter scores. We've got Osceola's leading 6-0, and Cross County is trailing 6-0 early in the first quarter.
That's D. Buchanan, and D. First off, he's very quick, but he is just he's just a bruiser.
Well, one thing you got to look at when you look at those two guys right now on the season, both of them have over 1,000 yards. Jacob Gaines has 1,400 yards coming into the game with 16 touchdowns, and D. Buchanan has 1,041 yards with 22 touchdowns coming into this game today.
That's impressive. All right, Blagg is going to keep the football, and he will run it up the gut. A nice gain right there, Randy, but it's going to be 4th down as he's short of the first down. It's going to be 4th and 2. Got to believe that they're going all the way right here, and it's just a matter of who's going to run the football, I think.
Yeah, and good gosh, I mean, you got those 3 guys in the backfield, but, if it's me, boy, I really like some D. Buchanan. I really do.
I'm not going to lie. And that's exactly who he goes to. And I think he's got it.
It's going to be close, but I think according to the spot right there that he's got it.
Well, they've yet to signal a first down. Oh, my. They're saying he does not have it. Okay. Wow.
Well, there you go.
Wow, I truly thought they had the first down right there. No measurement or anything.
Well, and I can't see the line.
Yeah, I mean, we're not in a great spot right here. I mean, what you're seeing on camera is very similar to where we're at. I mean, it's a distance of 5 foot. So it looked like maybe he had it. Maybe he got turned to his side or something, and a good defensive effort, though, by Mount Ida, and you talk about needing a defensive stop, and they just got one. That first play's going nowhere, so it'll be 2nd down.
And, right now, they're still a little bit in the feeling out process, and really, you've got Mount Ida who's really been working between the tackles. EPC is put the ball in the air once tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Mount Ida's yet to put it in the air. you know, it's going to be a ball control type of evening. Dalton Young really is the kind of the workhorse for Mount Ida right now, as you see him carry the ball again right there. This 3rd and long is huge for the EPC defense right now to try to get a stop.
And, Coach, a name that we have been expecting to see called a lot is Kane McCullough, and there's got to be a story there.
There's got to be a story because he has 0 carries on the night.
Something's up there. Obviously, you know, we're Northeast Arkansas. We're not have the latest updates on the Mount Ida School District or whatever, but he has not seen any carries. So, again, a great defensive effort by EPC is going to force a 3 and out. And, Coach, that is a great defensive response by the Warriors.
Huge. Especially, you know, right there, especially with, you know, Mount Ida getting the ball to start the second half, you know, midway here through the second quarter. If Mount Ida put together a long drive to eat up the rest of the second quarter, you know, could really be a big shift in momentum of this game, but EPC gets the big stop right there.
Here comes the punt. It's a nice one. They're going to call fair catch. It's bobbled, and who's going to land on it? I think the Warriors recover.
Yeah, Quincy Perry got back on that, fortunately for them. And, you know, wow. They dodged a bullet right there.
They sure did. That's a huge near mistake by Perry, and honestly thought he could have caught that and maybe ran with it. And maybe that's part of the problem is some indecision.
And is there a flag that I'm not seeing?
Well, it would seem officials kind of getting together on something right now. Here comes a call.
I don't see a flag.
I don't either.
Field, but they sure.
Illegal shift on the punting team's decline.
Okay.
First down.
So that happened early in the play. By this point, they likely had picked it up, and legal shift, they decline, and I think I would too, and just go ahead and give me the football. I don't want to run risk of that again. So 8:13 to go here in the second quarter, Coach, and definitely a game that has seen, you know, about 90%, 95% maybe running the football, and we'll see if EPC does something a little bit different. Out of the gun, they're going to hand off to Gaines. Gaines cuts back and sheds a tackler, and I think he, after initially having maybe a little bit of a gain, he kind of went backwards to regather himself, and that resulted in maybe losing a yard.
Yeah, I would expect EPC to put the ball in the air soon. You know, Mount Ida is a 4-4 defense, so they're really giving like a cover 3 shell. Now the safety's got a shade toward this boundary. You got the one-on-one matchup up top with Quincy Perry. I just don't know why we haven't.
Buchanan on the sweep. He's got the first down as he goes out of bounds. And I'm telling you, Coach, Buchanan, I feel like he's averaging about 15 a carry right now.
Well, right now he's got 7 carries, and 4 of them have been for over 10 yards. He's got carries of 18, 15, 10, and 11 out of his 7 carries.
Appreciate you keeping up with those stats. I don't know how in the world you do all this at one time.
A lot of time spent looking at a camera.
All right, there goes a gain by Jacob Gaines. That'll make it second down and about half to go. Actually, I think he got about 6 on the play, so it's going to be 2nd and 4.
Yeah, and you see Quincy Perry coming off the field holding his hand.
Yeah.
Wonder what the nature of that injury is.
Hopefully he's okay. I've got good eyes on him right now. They're looking at, I think, his left hand. So Blagg out of the gun. They'll hand off this time, and going nowhere is Gaines.
And Kane McCullough's on the tackle right there defensively. You just wonder why, you know, a guy that for their offense has carried the ball for over 600 yards on the season and 15 touchdowns, that he hasn't carried the ball on offensively for him tonight. But we know he's got a big job on the defensive side of the ball as well. 3rd down and 3.
Blagg is going to keep it himself. Blagg is good for a first down.
Yeah, that the forward momentum right there, and that's a big young man.
Yeah,
who's pushing the power right there. I don't know what the roster says, but I'm guessing he's about 6'2", 270.
You think 270?
I think 270.
I said earlier 6'2", 240, but you're probably right. He is pushing further along than that. He's a big boy.
He is a big boy.
Well, and I'll tell you this too. I mean, to be that size, he's got some mobility.
Yes, and you talked about how agile Doug Reel is on the basketball court.
For sure.
They're really similar in stature.
Handoff again to Gaines, who's working in, and the line's pushing him forward. Look at this. 9 yards on the gain, and it's going to make it 2nd down and short. And I see Quincy Perry heading back into the football game. They were continued to look at that left hand, and I don't know if it was actually a hand issue or some sort of equipment malfunction at this point. Hopefully for him it's equipment and no injury, and then he's back on the field, and he's got no one guarding. Now he does. There for a second there was nobody on him.
2nd and short is the offensive coordinator's favorite down.
That's who they go to. Perry back in, and that's going to be a first down on a little slant route.
And he still looks like he's battling something.
She sure does, and the official is kind of help him back up, and Perry's going to come out of the football game as he is getting slow to walk off the field. I'm not sure what's going on right now for him.
Big first down, though. Now they're inside the red zone, and this is a situation where EPC has got to capitalize right before the half.
Well, and now with 4 minutes and 38 seconds to go here in the half, Gaines is going to run the football, and, look at him. And then you got a lineman that comes in, number 78. That's, I believe, Zabarius Shepard, who just shoves him forward for some extra yards.
And basketball more than I do, and I know the EPC is a great basketball school as well. And you've talked to me a lot about how a lot of these offensive linemen are good basketball players as well.
And Buchanan had nowhere to go. He's going to reverse, and I don't know how in the world this just happened, but D. Buchanan turns it into a touchdown. From what appeared to be a loss, turns into a 12-yard touchdown run, and EPC leads it 12-7.
Hey, I'm just telling you, I've only called, I guess, 4 games in the last 2 years of EPC. But every time I watch them, D. Buchanan he's a man. He is a man among boys.
D is I taught his older brother. All of the boys, there's 3 of them that I'm aware of, all named D. So that's hard for me to keep up with. I don't know how in the world their mom does it, but she probably has no problem at all. Gaines going to run for 2, and they got it. 14-7. I'll tell that story when we come back here with 3:53 to go in the half on the NEA Sports Network.
1945, we've been more than just a bank. We've been deeply rooted in communities across Arkansas, growing alongside the families and businesses we serve. We started the Farmers and Merchants Bank in Stuttgart, Arkansas 80 years ago to ensure working folks could borrow money to run their farms, fund their businesses, and build their families' futures. Today, Farmers and Merchants Bank is proud to continue supporting our communities, including our students and athletes. Farmers and Merchants Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
At Glensane, we know extra time is hard to come by. Your hands are full, your days are packed, and time doesn't slow down. We work hard when you have a service issue. With full service centers at each of our 4 locations, we will always do our best to make it convenient for you and your busy lifestyle. Thank you for...
We are back here for the kick, and one hops. Here comes the return, and has met nearly immediately as they fail to get to the 30-yard line. And with 3:44 to go, which is enough time, but I'm EPC, I'll take that starting spot for Mount Ida.
Yeah, and right now it's been a night where each offense has controlled the ball for a large percentage of the time. Where, I was going into this game thinking we were going to be looking at 40-something to 30-something as a final and high scoring. I just don't know if the clock will be able to handle that. But, so far both offenses have done a really good job of moving the football.
Well, and I think, APC's had 2 or 3, 15 to 20-yard runs mixed in there. But no one tonight has broke for – one of those big, long touchdown runs, and it's just been a consistent run, 5, 6 here and there, 2 and 3. So 2nd and 5 now for the Lions, and they will move it forward short, and it'll be 3rd down and short to go. 3rd and 1.
And, one thing about the split back veers, there's a lot a lot put upon the shoulders of the quarterback of reading these, whether he's going to give the dive or keep it. Right there you saw Jackson White keep it. But, so far there hasn't been that big play until, that's probably the longest run of the night.
And I'm going to tell you something. On a shoestring tackle to end that play, otherwise that would have been the first one. And Dalton Young, I know he could just taste that end zone.
There's no doubt.
1st and 10, ball still in Lion territory. They will move it across midfield into Warrior territory. It'll be 2nd down and about 6.
Now, one thing just from watching a couple games, heading into tonight, they don't vary formations a lot. Speaking of Mount Ida, there's a couple formations that they will get into. They're not in right now that will lead a little bit more to the pass. Right now, I think they're just happy, getting 4 or 5 yards a pop.
Well, they are also going to get the football to start the second half as EPC elected to receive. So, their thoughts are score with no time left and get the football back.
No doubt, but as you creep in here under a minute 40 to go in the half and you got 3rd and 5, at some point you're going to have to do something to try to get a chunk play.
Well, and I think right here, if they get the first, they're utilizing that clock still. There's nowhere to go on there. 4th down. So now if you're Coach Powell, are you calling a timeout?
And he does.
Yeah. All right. Timeout EPC will take one too. They lead at 14-7 with 1:15 to go in the second quarter on the NEA Sports Network.
NEA, this is Purple Rain Detail. Whether it's your daily driver, your truck, or even your farm equipment, we will make it sparkle like new again. We know how hard you work, and your vehicle deserves that same care at Purple Rain Detail. We specialize in deep cleaning, polishing, and protecting, so your ride stays looking sharp and ready for the road or the field. Message us today to book your appointment and see why everyone's talking about the Purple Rain Detail shine.
Are you one of those people like me that loves Christmas but doesn't have time to put up your lights? Let Mojo Lawn Care and Landscaping do the work. Mojo Lawn Care and Landscaping custom fits your lights to meet the needs of your home while still offering affordable prices. And the best part is that you don't have to do a thing. They will come in, put your lights up, and when the holiday season is over, they will come and take them down. Give Mojo Lawn Care and Landscaping a call at 870-219-3446. Merry Christmas.
We have returned to Lepanto. EPC leading this one 14-7 here in semifinals action over Mount Ida. Mount Ida has a 4th and 5 situation, and Coach, they appear that they are going to go.
Yeah, and I think you've got to see Jackson White.
Oh, my. That's not the last thing they needed.
And, hey, here's what we talked about earlier. Every time he goes under center, as soon as he goes under, it's snap, and he got under there and didn't snap it. EPC had been triggered. You know, they had been programmed to see that, and it didn't happen. So you kind of feel for, you know, Alan Corbin right there jumping off sides. Unfortunately, it gives.
Yeah, Alan, a veteran senior, a good lineman, plays both sides of the ball. He'll be actually, you mentioned his name, he'll be on at halftime with us. And trying to strip the football. Nowhere to go, though. They did get a gain of a few, but not enough, and it's going to be second down with a minute to go.
Dakota Beachy on the little slot reverse right there. You know, try to get a little misdirection off the dive action, and EPC sniffed it out pretty quickly.
Down to 45 seconds. Mount Ida appears, unless they just break for one, they're content with maybe letting this clock run out, because they're going to get the football back. Now quarterback opts to keep. He will be drugged forward across the 35-yard line now with 28 seconds to go. They've got all 3 timeouts on a 3rd and 6. They're not going to use it, so that might have been, they may run one final play right here as there's 15 seconds. And this time they look to throw. He's got all day, and it's going to be intercepted by Quincy Perry. Perry down the sidelines. He's got to go the whole way because time's running out. Can he make it? Perry. He's in. Touchdown. EPC. Oh, my.
Wow.
Oh.
Just wow.
That is unbelievable. He had to score, Coach, because time had expired.
Here's what's crazy. You know, you're Mount Ida. You've got 3 timeouts. You've basically decided you're not going to – if anything, at that situation, they're trying to get a few more yards to get their kicker a shot to kick a long field goal. And you just – you know, you don't use your timeouts. You just kind of pull one out at the end. And Quincy Perry, who we talked about being a factor, picks it off and takes it back to the house. That is a huge momentum swing.
Wow. That's unbelievable. All right, they're going to give it to Buchanan. Buchanan, I don't think he's going to make that one. He is short. 2-point conversion is no good. That will send us to halftime, Coach.
Wow.
Thoughts on that first half, and what a way to end it for your EPC.
Well, I mean, you know, it's back and forth. Offense is really controlling the clock, controlling the ball. We talked about turnovers and red zone offense might be the difference. We saw a turnover right there. Could be a big deciding factor in this football game.
We've got a halftime interview with 3 seniors. Zabarius Shepard. We also had Quincy Perry. What are the odds of that? And help me out, Alan Corbin are the 3 that I sat down and talked to. An interesting interview, getting their take on where they're at right now, where they want to be here in another week or so. So be sure to watch that and make sure you come back for second half action. It's been a good one. EPC strikes with time expiring. They lead at 20-7 here on the NEA Sports Network.
Go-getters are everywhere, using smart Wi-Fi that's always there. Your friends are gaming, your neighbors are streaming, you're missing out and probably steaming. Don't let FOMO get you down. Ritter's smart Wi-Fi's in your town. It's fast, it's strong, it's oh so clever, with coverage that goes on forever. Connect all devices with a snap and control your network from your home app. So get smart Wi-Fi, say bye to doubt, be a Ritter Go-Getter, and don't miss out.
I want to welcome everyone to our halftime show here with 3 East Poinsett County Warriors, Alan Corbin, Zabarius Shepard, and Quincy Perry. Guys, congratulations on a great season so far, but it's far, far from over. You got the halftime of this game right here. You're trying to win to get to a state championship. First thing I'm just going to come to everybody and ask, you know, Alan, Zabarius, Quincy, we'll start over here with Alan. Talk to us about, you know, positions you play and kind of what your role on the team has been this season.
My position is tight end and defense end. My role has really been like, if someone goes down, really just be that next guy.
Okay. Zabarius?
I play O-line and D-line, and my jobs are creating holes for D and Jacob and Eli, and on the defensive line, just making big-time plays.
Okay. Quincy?
I play wide receiver and cornerback. On defense, my role is just to guard the best defender, you know, limit the big plays, and offense just make big plays when it's time.
Okay. So, guys, opportunity here to go to a third straight state championship. Just any of you or all of you can talk about just the importance of this game and kind of game plan, what coach has talked to you guys about so far, trying to win, get to the state finals. Whoever wants to take that one.
We look at a game, you know, we just take it one game in a week. But this game is kind of big because, you know, we've been there twice, but third time, you know, they say third time's the charm. But, of course, we want to win the first two times. But we just got to get through this week and then hopefully get through next week and come out with a ring.
Quincy, you know, you've got 2 rings in basketball, so you know, does that kind of help you in a situation of being in a huge championship scenario? Do you feel like in any way?
Yeah, I feel like, you know, it takes a lot off my shoulders because I've been there multiple times. So yeah.
Okay, Zabarius, I'm gonna ask you this, and I was talking to Coach about it when we did our coaches show. The thing, I already knew you guys had great skill players. I already knew that part. And I mean, Alan, this is for you too. Y'all's line, especially for a 2A school, is big. And I watched y'all just plow over when we broadcasted the Mark Tree game. I mean, y'all just ran right through them. So both of you guys kind of talk to me about, you know, the strength. I think a huge strength on this team is your offensive, defensive line, and maybe not just talk to me about that, but maybe some of your teammates that are on there as well that maybe you want to talk good about.
I mean, well, it's been an amazing couple of years and stuff, but it really just all starts at practice. You know, we get after each other and we just go at each other too much and stuff like that. Like, it's been amazing playing beside my brother Doug Real for these last 2-3 years. It's just been amazing.
I'll say this, you brought up Doug because he's a big old boy. I had a guy that works with us that played basketball at Bay, and he was a post player, and I said, how in the world did you block him out? He said, you can't move. You can't move Doug. He said, once he said, you ain't moving him. So, and that's kind of how I feel about Alan, about this line. I mean, you guys can control the ball game by how you guys control that line and open up holes and make plays for your skill players, right?
Yes, sir. Our coach always preaches it's always based on the line. The line sets the game, really, and everyone else works behind us. And if our line just works, I mean, we set the tempo. Really.
Now you play that tight end position, or we'll see maybe any opportunity for you to on maybe some play action to get a catch, or are you just strictly going to set blocks and that sort of thing?
It really depends what type of game we're playing that day.
Okay.
I mean, really the coach's game plan. Like if we agree to run the ball, like that's working for us, it's going to be run play. I mean, but if we decide to pass the ball, maybe we'll get something.
Okay. I do want y'all to talk about this, playing for Coach Powell. All of you can take it, one of you can take it. What's that experience been like over the last 3 or 4 years?
It's been great, honestly. He's a great coach, and he's just the brand of EPC. I mean, he sets the tone for us every day. I mean, he pushes us every day. Weight room especially is a big part of our program, really.
Okay. And then also playing here at East Poinsett County, a school that's, you know, has a rich tradition of winning in football and basketball big time. I mean, just either one of those sports. But talk about that for just a minute.
It's good for the community. You know, the community always behind us. And then, growing up, we always seen them winning and going there, so we always want to just grow up, get here, and go do the same thing, keep the tradition going.
Last thing, got to take care of business here, but the opportunity to get back that third time and to have that opportunity to win a state championship, how important is that for y'all, and what do you feel like has to be done in order to get one of those rings? And any of y'all, all of you can take it. Everybody's got a different perspective on that.
It's very important because, I've been there twice and fell short, but it'll probably be real big for the community because stuff like this don't happen very often.
So there's a whole lot of 2A schools, guys, that aren't playing Friday already, and there's only one that gets to win it, as y'all know. So it's a really tough deal to be able to do. And then just the experience of playing in War Memorial, what has that been like for y'all?
Man, it's great. I like the atmosphere there, big stadium, so it brings out more fans, and then it gets loud there also. Yeah. There's been a lot of really great football players from Arkansas and different SEC schools that end up playing in the NFL played on that field. So that's got to be pretty cool to be on the same grass that they were at too. So, all right, well, I appreciate you guys. Definitely, I was telling Coach when we broadcast this game, and this is going to be 100% biased. We're for y'all. I mean, we're not for Mount Ida. This is Northeast Arkansas, and we want you guys to win. So best of luck moving forward, and hope you guys bring a ring home in a couple of weeks. Yes, sir. Appreciate you.
Thanks.
Local basketball star Austin Reeves is part of the Central Dealerships team. And just like Austin, we want you to join our team as well. So score big with your new or used vehicle from Central today.
From the first seed to a full harvest. From their first steps to their final day of school. From the everyday to the big adventure. From a great job to a greater calling. A true community bank is there through it all because every journey matters.
Honest work, reliable service, and local roots. That's B&A Forestry. Need dirt work done right? We have you covered. Give owners Bear and April Lacefield a call at 870-514-0174. B&A Forestry. Lepanto Crop Service, Murray and D. Henderson are here for your crop dusting needs, serving Poinsett County, Mississippi County, along with the other surrounding counties in Northeast Arkansas. Call 870-531-2223. Lepanto Crop Service. Good luck in tonight's game.
Don't miss it. Saturday, December 6th at 6 p.m. right here on CBS, NEA Sports delivers exclusive previews, predictions, and expert analysis for Northeast Arkansas basketball teams gearing up for an unforgettable season. NEA Sports, putting Northeast Arkansas student athletes first.
For 140 years, homeowners and DIYers have trusted Barton's for their home improvement needs. From small projects to remodels to building a home, our experts are here with the tools, knowledge, and advice to make your project a success. With 10 100% employee-owned locations across Northeast Arkansas and Southeast Missouri, delivery, installation, and free design services, Barton's is your trusted partner for every project. Visit us online at bartons.com. Build it better with Barton's.
Central Dealerships is not one to brag, but actually we are. Central was awarded, yet again, General Motors Mark of Excellence. We have the perfect ride waiting for you and exceptional service. So find your next vehicle at a Central dealership today.
Milligan Heating and AC works to serve the Northeast Arkansas community in meeting all of your HVAC needs. Give Justin Milligan a call at 870-243-2820.
When you ask someone about their favorite show, there's a good chance it's on CBS or Fox, two of the most popular networks in the country. When you ask someone where they go for local news and information, they usually say Northeast Arkansas News. When you ask someone how they grew their business, they'll probably tell you they advertise with KJNB. When you add it all up, top-rated networks, local focus, and dynamic advertising, you get more than just a TV station. You'll get a hometown friend. KJNB. This is who we are. This is home.
Since 1945, we've been more than just a bank. We've been deeply rooted in communities across Arkansas, growing alongside the families and businesses we serve. We started the Farmers and Merchants Bank in Stuttgart, Arkansas 80 years ago to ensure working folks could borrow money to run their farms, fund their businesses, and build their families' futures. Today, Farmers and Merchants Bank is proud to continue supporting our communities, including our students and athletes. Farmers and Merchants Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
At Glensane, we know extra time is hard to come by. Your hands are full, your days are packed, and time doesn't slow down. We work hard when you have a service issue. With full service centers at each of our 4 locations, we will always do our best to make it convenient for you and your busy lifestyle. Thank you for trusting our family with your family for over 70 years.
Hey NEA, this is Purple Rain Detail. Whether it's your daily driver, your truck, or even your farm equipment, we will make it sparkle like new again. We know how hard you work and your vehicle deserves that same care at Purple Rain Detail. We specialize in deep cleaning, polishing, and protecting so your ride stays looking sharp and ready for the road or the field. Message us today to book your appointment and see why everyone's talking about the Purple Rain Detail shine.
Are you one of those people like me that loves Christmas but doesn't have time to put up your lights? Let Mojo Lawn Care and Landscaping do the work. Mojo Lawn Care and Landscaping custom fits your lights to meet the needs of your home while still offering affordable prices. And the best part is that you don't have to do a thing. They will come in, put your lights up, and when the holiday season is over, they will come and take them down. Give Mojo Lawn Care and Landscaping a call at 870-219-3446. Merry Christmas. Book Mickey World Travel with Taryn Scott. Let Taryn help you plan your next vacation. And get this, her services are no cost to you. Disney World, Land, Cruise Line, Universal, Caribbean all-inclusive. Taryn says, let's go Warriors.
Local basketball star Austin Reeves is part of the Central Dealerships team. And just like Austin, we want you to join our team as well. So score big with your new or used vehicle from Central today.
From the first seed to a full harvest. From their first steps to their final day of school. From the everyday to the big adventure. From a great job to a greater calling. A true community bank is there through it all because every journey matters.
Ritter go-getters are everywhere, using smart Wi-Fi that's always there. Your friends are gaming, your neighbors are streaming, you're missing out and probably steaming. Don't let FOMO get you down. Ritter's smart Wi-Fi's in your town. It's fast, it's strong, it's oh so clever, with coverage that goes on forever. Connect all devices with a snap and control your network from your home app. So get smart Wi-Fi, say bye to doubt, be a Ritter go-getter, and don't miss out.
Prestige Plumbing offers a wide range of residential and commercial services to meet every customer's needs. Whether it be new construction or a remodel, Prestige Plumbing is fast and efficient with the best quality service for their customers. From water leaks to slab leaks to new sewer lines or handicap showers, Prestige Plumbing should be your first call for all your plumbing needs.
Work, reliable service, and local roots. That's B&A Forestry. Need dirt work done right? We have you covered. Give owners Bear and April Lacefield a call at 870-514-0174. B&A Forestry. Lepanto Crop Service, Murray and D. Henderson are here for your crop dusting needs, serving Poinsett County, Mississippi County, along with the other surrounding counties in northeast Arkansas. Call 870-531-2223. Lepanto Crop Service. Good luck in tonight's game.
Don't miss it. Saturday, December 6th at 6 p.m. right here on CBS, NEA Sports delivers exclusive previews, predictions, and expert analysis for Northeast Arkansas basketball teams gearing up for an unforgettable season. NEA Sports, putting Northeast Arkansas student athletes first.
Mickey World Travel with Taryn Scott. Let Taryn help you plan your next vacation. And get this, her services are no cost to you. Disney World, Land, Cruise Line, Universal, Caribbean all-inclusive. Taryn says, let's go Warriors.
Local basketball star Austin Reeves is part of the Central Dealerships team. And just like Austin, we want you to join our team as well. So score big with your new or used vehicle from Central today.
From the first seed to a full harvest. From their first steps to their final day of school. From the everyday to the big adventure. From a great job to a greater calling. A true community bank is there through it all because every journey matters.
Randy, back here in Lepanto, Arkansas, East Poinsett County School District, and the Warriors leading Mount Ida 20-7. Got a couple minutes until the start of this second half. It was 14-7 with 15 seconds to go in the first half. Mount Ida had the football on a 3rd down and 6-7 play, something like that. Opted to go with their first pass play of the entire half. It almost looked like they were content to, okay, we're just going to run this clock out. And then they opted to maybe try to catch EPC off balance, maybe napping, and the quarterback throws into triple coverage. Quincy Perry intercepts and returns one, 70 yards, somewhere in there, approximately. And now it is a 20-7 football game, and what a momentum shift, and to carry that into the halftime break.
Big time momentum shift, and especially when you're sitting there with 3 timeouts and you can, take a timeout. If you want to throw the ball down the field, set up your kicker. We know Mount Ida's got a good kicker to, try to get some points on the board before the half. But to kind of rush the play in a one-person route, it's just one of those plays you feel bad for Jackson White because he's just wanting to try to get them in a position to try to kick a field goal, and then the play goes totally against what you're aiming for, and goes the other way for points for EPC. Is just a huge, huge momentum shift.
Well, and you got to credit Quincy Perry on the return because he literally had to go the distance as time had expired as he was running. He was probably about the 25 when time ran out, so he had to get into the end zone, and he found his way in.
Yeah, and broke a tackle early to get out down to on the sideline and where he could use his speed and but just a big play for EPC, especially with Mount Ida getting the ball to start the half. Just a huge, huge momentum shift. Got some stats. Jacob Gaines in the first half had 11 carries for 55 yards. D. Buchanan had 8 carries for 73 yards and 2 touchdowns. On the Mount Ida side, Dalton Young had 9 carries for 46 yards and a touchdown. And Jackson White had 7 carries for 18 yards. Really that goes to show you 2 things from Mount Ida. One, we haven't seen Kane McCullough. And which is huge because he's a big part of their offense. And 2, it just the numbers alone shows you how well the EPC defense has played.
So a couple of comments on our YouTube. And, we're going to let this play out first. Squib kick. It's going to be fielded. Here comes the return. And he will get it to about the 28-29. Comments from Steve Tyler said thank you for what we do for NEA Sports and all that. It's the second time he's commented in a broadcast, and I want to say thank you back to him for saying that. It means a lot, and truly enjoy being able to do this and call these games. So, I'm from a small school where you don't get as much recognition as you'd like, and I love being able to give back to your EPCs and Riversides and Bays and BICs and small schools like that, Mark Tree, whoever, All right, I'm going to start right back on a running play, and not a whole lot happening.
Just a 2-yard gain by Dalton Young, right back out the gate. Maybe 3 yards on that play, gives 2nd and 7 for Mount Ida. Really haven't seen Jackson White out on the edge yet tonight, which I think we'll see that at some point soon.
This time is going to be a first down, and that's Pimvongsa for a nice gain for the Lions.
Yeah, and that's that nice little inside trap run that the split back veer provides, and just hits it right up the middle. Nice little 10-yard gain by Pimvongsa. And, establishing the run early here again for Mount Ida.
That time it looked like it was Young on the carry.
2-yard gain by Dalton Young. And, I think we'll see, Mount Ida open it up a little bit more right here. You've got Jackson White, who I know is a very explosive runner and can get out on the edge and do some things.
Not a whole lot happening on that play as they will blow the whistle. And it's going to be 3rd down and long. This is not what you want if you're Mount Ida in a 3rd and long situation. I say long, it's 7 yards, but.
And if you're Mount Ida right here, if you can get it to the 50, get yourself in a 4th and 2, 4th and 3 scenario, you feel good about going for it in that scenario. Anything less than that, and I think you're going to have to punt the ball away. Try to draw offsides again.
And that is going to be a delay of game. They didn't get it off. Wow.
And that play clock seemed to go pretty quick. I wasn't expecting it to be, down that low, and I don't think Jackson or Coach White thought that would be that low in that scenario either.
All right, so 3rd and 12, and it's going to be on a pitch. Trying to get to the outside, and look at him come running in. What a defensive effort by EPC. That's McGee and another individual for the Warriors on the tackle.
And Ryan, 2 things right there. One thing I think Coach White is probably privy to, I don't think you're going to be able to run horizontally against this EPC defense with their speed. But you saw Kane McCullough is out on the field right now, and when he's coming out on the field, he's running pretty gingerly. He must have an ankle injury or something that's keeping him from carrying the ball tonight.
Well, they will have to punt. It's a high booming punt that is going to land and take a Lion roll. It'll be down at the 22-yard line, and that on that tackle was McGee, and I want to credit Ryder Gill as he came. Both of those guys just came flying in on that pitch play.
Yeah, I think you saw the speed from the EPC defense right there, and Mount Ida trying to get the toss sweep with a wing back and a fullback leading on the edge, and they just that the speed of the EPC defense were able to pursue that and knock them for a loss.
So 1st and 10. EPC back out of the shotgun formation. They got Gaines to his left hip. That's who they'll hand off to. Nowhere to go.
And that's just a nice stop there by Brady Rowland from Mount Ida, who swallows up Jacob Gaines as he tries to break free and only gets a half a yard on that play.
So 2nd and 10. 8:30 to go here in the 3rd quarter. EPC's first drive of the second half, trips to the left. They'll go back to another handoff. Again, I believe to Gaines, and he'll get a couple.
And, we're kind of back into that first quarter mindset where both teams are really trying to feel the other out. Jacob gain. And look, Mount Ida's defensive line has done a good job bottling up gains for the most part tonight, keeping him from breaking one. D. Buchanan's been the one who's been able to provide the explosive play.
There's a quick pass out to Gaines. Gaines over to the sideline. I think he's short, so it's going to be 4th down and less than a yard to go.
It's going to be a big decision right here for Coach Powell.
4th and, that's half a yard, less than half a yard.
I know what I would do as a coach, and it starts with number 1 and ends with number 1.
All right. They're going to go with a keeper, and I believe he's got the first down. I've not seen the signal yet.
Gutsy call right there by Coach Powell, and a great call, getting Eli Blagg in there for the quarterback sneak, and all, 6'1", 6'2", 2 plus, whatever we're going to say he is, and he forces his way for a first down.
This time Gaines gets it again. Not much to show, but they are utilizing that clock here in the third quarter.
Yes, they are, and they are, if they can – put together some little, 3-4 plays, get a first down, 3-4 plays, get a first down, and eat up the clock. It makes this split veer offense that Mount Ida runs tough to put in comeback mode.
It is 2nd and 9. They've got twin receivers to both sides of the field. Blagg's going to throw this time. Blagg's throwing it deep down the field. He's got a man wide open, but it's underthrown. It's intercepted, and Mount Ida's going to have the football. I'll say this, on that play, McGee had both defenders beat, but Eli underthrew the football, got maybe a little bit too much.
Yeah, it just didn't come out good out of his hand. You could tell that he just didn't get all of it that he wanted. And Jet Brooks right there comes up, high points the ball and gets the interception. One thing you got to think of for Coach Powell is, even though that's 2nd down, you don't want that to happen. It's kind of like a punt anyway.
Right. Yeah, you're right. And here's the thing. I like the attempt to try to stretch the field, try to catch them maybe, looking for a run play. So here's a run for the Lions. Gain of 3.
Yeah, and that's Dalton Young again on the carry, and he's been the bell cow tonight for Mount Ida. Tries a little toss sweep, and again he gets a gain of 4, so it's a good first down play. But one thing I think they're going to have difficulty doing is running lateral against this EPC team that has the speed advantage for sure in this game tonight. And that's Pimzonga right there for the dive. He gets ahead for another 4 yards and gets themselves in a makeable 3rd and short.
Third down and 2, 5:05 to go in the third quarter. And they go handoff. They're going to get a first down. I like that call.
Yeah, just a little wide dive right there to Pimzonga, and he does a good job of converting that ball with a nice 4-yard run.
I don't think Pimvongsa has had a bad carry tonight.
No, you can see he's got great quickness.
Yeah, he's got some explosive speed. They'll go right back to him. He finds another hole and a gain of about 6 yards. Steve Tyler also mentioned, McGee comes in. We were talking about that speed on that tackle on that last series that the Lions were on before this one. He said his grandpa is Chuck Monk, and we are all aware of the Monk family and their presence here in East Poinsett County.
And there's the
yep,
keeper
that's
on
the big
edge
one.
right there.
Down the sidelines, and they are going to get the tackle. And again, a Quincy Perry with a huge tackle right there. It could prove to be big, but the Lions are in business, Coach.
And that's the play we've been looking for from Mount Ida tonight, where Jackson White fakes a dive and keeps it around the edge for a big 41-yard gain for Mount Ida Lions.
All right, 1st and 10. They go with a handoff and another solid gain for Mount Ida. It's a big series for them. I was going to say, and I didn't even have a chance to do it on the first series for Mount Ida, it was going to be a big drive for them. Fortunately for them, EPC throws the interception, and they've got a chance to score right here. Another handoff on the inside, and they've not blown this play dead yet.
And Dalton Young's a big,
Yeah.
strong runner. He gets a good gain right there for about 6 to convert the first down. And now they've got 1st and goal at 3.
Yep. He's impressed me. It's been fun to watch him tonight for the Lions. So 1st and goal, ball at the 2-yard line. 3:12 to go in this football game. A score would make it a one-possession game and only down by 6. They go similar play. This time nowhere to run for Dalton Young.
Great job right there by the EPC defense, being strong up front on the defensive line. That looks like right into Big Doug Reel. Also Alan Corbin right there on it. Big number 78, Zeb Shepard there as well.
Waiting on a signal, and there it is. Touchdown, Mount Ida. It is a one-possession football game with 2:33 to go in the third quarter.
And that's just a great second effort there by Jackson White. The plays really stop. He reverses out, stretches the ball over the goal line for the touchdown.
All right, so they'll attempt this extra point. EPC's been 1 for 3 on 2-point conversions. Here comes the extra point. It is up and through the uprights. It's 2014 Warriors. We'll be back in a moment on the NEA Sports Network.
Honest work, reliable service, and local roots. That's B&A Forestry. Need dirt work done right? We have you covered. Give owners Bear and April Lacefield a call at 870-514-0174. B&A Forestry. Lepanto Crop Service, Murray and D. Henderson are here for your crop dusting needs, serving Poinsett County, Mississippi County, along with the other surrounding counties in northeast Arkansas. Call 870-531-2223. Lepanto Crop Service. Good luck in tonight's game.
Don't miss it. Saturday, December 6th at 6 p.m. right here on CBS, NEA Sports delivers exclusive previews, predictions, and expert analysis for Northeast Arkansas basketball teams gearing up for an unforgettable season. NEA Sports, putting Northeast Arkansas student athletes first.
All right, we're back. 2014 EPC Mount Ida has just scored, put together their biggest run of the night, and capitalized and got into the end zone. Quincy Perry on this return as he crosses the 30-yard line, and let's see what the Warriors can do with 2:26 to go in the third, up 6.
This is a big possession for EPC right here to come up with an answer to the Mount Ida score. You know, just watching some of the Mount Ida players, some of their key players, Dalton Young doesn't look like, I mean, he's gimpy a little bit. You know, we've talked about Kane McCullough.
Look at D. Buchanan go. Buchanan down the sidelines. He's about to, oh, man. You got to credit number 15 for Mount Ida right there, Dakota Beachy, because I was fully expecting D. Buchanan to truck him, and he did an excellent job on that tackle to kind of force him out of bounds, but a great run by D. Buchanan.
Ryan, I'm just going to go back and say what I've said several times. D. Buchanan's he's the difference maker for this ball team.
He really is. He's just a stud. And it's going to get the football yet again.
And just his patience, his explosiveness. He's got size. He's got speed. Jacob Gaines is a great player too. I don't want to take anything away from him.
Sure.
But D. Buchanan is he's the haymaker.
Well, I mean, when you got two guys that are as good as they are, and here's a pitch this time to Buchanan. Buchanan has got the first down on a gain of about 8, but, both make each other better.
There's no doubt. I mean, you don't have, Gaines who's run for 1,400 yards and Buchanan's run for over 1,000 without, giving credit to one another. So right now we got Buchanan down on the ground.
Now, hopefully he's okay.
I don't know if he's
coming up limping just a little
cramp
bit. Yeah.
Oh, he's grabbing a hammy. That could be interesting as we move forward. Now, I said
the quarterback's the guy helping him off the field right now.
I said this in the pregame, and I'll say it again right now. Quincy Perry is sitting out there in a situation where the matchup, if it's a nice little 1-2-3 drop, get it out to Quincy Perry, let him use his speed and go get it. I think he's got the capability of making a big touchdown catch.
All right, so a minute 30 now on the third quarter clock. EPC driving. They've got it at the 27, first down and 10. They're going to send Perry in motion, and he's got the football. He's trying to get around, and he trips up there. A late flag comes in. Late flag.
And I think it's got to be a holding out there on the edge. I mean,
Gosh,
there's no other call.
Yeah, I know. It's just so late in the play.
Very late.
I'd love to know who it was on. I just kind of watched the delay and didn't really see much.
Block in the back on the offense.
An illegal block in the back.
Still first down.
It's probably worse in this scenario from but gives Quincy Perry a little bit more room.
So
I just think it's got to happen sometime soon.
First down and 20. McGee lined up at receiver on the far side of the field. Perry on the short side. They go to McGee. He's got the catch. He's going to be on his feet still. Look at McGee go. And finally drugged down, but a gain of 19. It's going to make it second down and short.
And I think this is where, I really think it's where that, EPC can take advantage of the strength of Mount Ida is up the middle. I think they can use their advantage out on the edge.
Well, now you've got Perry all by himself here on the near side of the field. A fumble, and now Gaines picks it back up, and he is going to lose yardage on that play. It's going to be third down. They'll lose 3, so it's going to make it 3rd and 5, I believe.
And that's just, unfortunately, in that backfield they get with the 3 guys back there, they'll direct snap it to the running back, and he just unfortunately dropped it on that one.
Okay, that ends the third quarter. EPC leading at 2014 on the NEA Sports Network. We have returned here. The final quarter about to be underway. EPC led at the half 20-7. They are in the process of driving right now. Mount Ida scored on the last series to make it a one-possession game. As we see, swap sides of the field.
And I'm just going to tell you, number 11's back on the field.
Well, I'm glad to see that for sure. I don't know if Mount Ida will be or not. Out of the gun, it's 3rd and 5. Looks to be a pass. Blagg is going to, he avoids a sack. Blagg's going to keep. Blagg will stay on his feet. He's shoved out of bounds.
He's going to get the first down.
How about that?
Wow. Great individual effort there by Eli Blagg. Once everybody's covered, he uses his feet, breaks out, gets down the sideline, gets a big 8-yard gain, and converts for a first down.
So at the 15-yard line for EPC as they are in the red zone. Big time drive right here for the Warriors, trying to put points on the board.
Have to hurry.
And I don't think there's a whistle.
Coach Powell got the timeout beforehand.
I think was he going to get it off anyway?
I think he was going to get it off.
Didn't want to risk it. All right, we need to send it to a break. We'll be back here in just a moment.
Mickey World Travel with Taryn Scott. Let Taryn help you plan your next vacation. And get this, her services are no cost to you. Disney World, Land, Cruise Line, Universal, Caribbean all-inclusive. Taryn says, let's go Warriors.
Local basketball star Austin Reeves is part of the Central Dealerships team. And just like Austin, we want you to join our team as well. So score big with your new or used vehicle from Central today.
From the first seed to a full harvest. From their first steps to their final day of school. From the everyday to the big adventure. From a great job to a greater calling. A true community bank is there through it all because every journey matters.
We are back here in Lepanto. It is 1st and 10, ball at the 15. Blagg all by himself. And he looks to keep, but initially, he's going to be brought down. It was about to break that tackle, but the defender held long enough to get some extra help. He is tough to bring down.
He is a big young man for sure.
You know, Randy, we talked about where they've had some success tonight on throwing the football. He did throw that one pick trying to throw it deep, but, maybe dialing up something right here to get into the hands of a McGee or a Perry to just get it in their hands in open field. You never know.
No doubt.
And he's again in the backfield by himself and looks over the middle, and it's Perry. He's in. Or is he? No, they say he's short. They say he's short, man.
And that he put it on Perry even before Perry was even expecting it. And Perry did a good job of concentrating, keeping that ball in his chest, and getting right to the goal line.
I thought he pulled him over that goal line. So it's 1st and goal to go from the 1-yard line here. Who's getting the football? That's the question. It's Gaines. They're going to push him in. Touchdown, East Poinsett County.
And that's just a big-time response to Mount Ida getting the touchdown and closing within one score. And the fans are going crazy.
They
there's
sure
confetti
are.
in the crowd.
There's confetti.
Now,
there's a cowbell. There's some kind of horn.
I will tell you this. This two-point conversion is huge right here because if you can get the two-point conversion, you're going to cause them to have to score and kick the extra point
to
tie the game. So this is huge right here.
Well, they're 1 for 3, going for 2. There's only 6 on the play clock. It's going back to Gaines. Gaines is got nowhere to go. So the 2-point conversion fails for the third time tonight. 10:29 to go in the game. EPC leads it 26-14.
Go-getters are everywhere, using smart Wi-Fi that's always there. Your friends are gaming, your neighbors are streaming. You're missing out and probably steaming. Don't let FOMO get you down. Ritter's smart Wi-Fi's in your town. It's fast, it's strong, it's oh so clever, with coverage that goes on forever. Connect all devices with a snap and control your network from your home app. So get smart Wi-Fi, say bye to doubt, be a Ritter go-getter, and don't miss out.
Prestige Plumbing offers a wide range of residential and commercial services to meet every customer's needs. Whether it be new construction or a remodel, Prestige Plumbing is fast and efficient with the best quality service for their customers. From water leaks to slab leaks to new sewer lines or handicap showers, Prestige Plumbing should be your first call for all your plumbing needs.
Fearless. Back here on the NEA Sports Network, kickoff to Mount Ida, and look at this play. A nice return for the Lions, as they will have great field position to start at the 44-yard line.
And Dakota Beachy with a nice return right there, right back up the heart of the kickoff team of EPC. And I don't know what this flag is. You got a man tripping late. I think they're going to call.
Dead ball. Unsportsmanlike conduct on the defense.
Unsportsmanlike on EPC, and that's going to put them in Warrior territory.
Wow. There's nothing malicious. I mean, it looked like the guy just tripped getting up.
And I missed it. You saw it.
Well, I mean, you know, Dakota Beachy's trying to stand up at the end, and I don't know if they're hanging on to his ankle as he tries to stand up, and he just falls over.
1st and 10, and quarterback has the football, and look at McGee. He is just all over this football field.
Jacob Gaines does a good job of slowing Jackson White down a little bit right there, but Devin McGee comes in and cleans it up, and no gain right there for Jackson White on 1st down. Just great pursuit right there by the Warrior defense.
McGee is a senior on this team. So many seniors, I think 13 to be exact. And a nice run there. It's going to make it 3rd down and manageable for the Lions.
And here's what's crazy. You know, we talked about the similarities of these two teams. You know, coming into this year, Mount Ida returned 9 starters on both sides of the ball. I'm pretty sure the EPC returned 10 on one side and 9 on the other. So both of them returned just about the whole team.
Young has the football that time and just not much room to work. This is a 4-down scenario, though, so a gain of around a yard and a half or 2. It's going to make it 4th down and a really long 2 or short 3. They've got it marked as 4th and 3 on the scoreboard.
And a stop right here by EPC could be the ball game, because you could run enough clock for this Mount Ida's offense. You just can't score that quickly.
The noisemakers are out right now. Handoff to Pimvongza, and I think he's short.
I don't think he got it by the mark of the of the side judge over there.
And they are going to measure. They are going to measure.
All right. Now, earlier I said he got it by the nose of the ball.
You did.
I think he's half a ball short.
Okay.
Here.
And we're about to find out. I'm just surprised they're measuring twice why they didn't measure when EPC, and I had it on that scenario. They are well short. That's a yard short. So EPC forces the turnover on downs. 8:35 to go here in the fourth quarter. Warriors leading it by 12, and they've got the football big time.
Now, here's the deal for EPC right now. If you can get 3 first downs and get it under 5 minutes, I mean, I think it makes it almost impossible for Mount Ida to come back. D. Buchanan with the dive right there for 3.
Got a quick visit from the superintendent, Mickey Pierce. He's looked pretty busy.
You know,
that's what happens when you're the soup sometimes.
In the education business, I don't know if there's a person busier than the superintendent.
Yeah, that's the truth. 2nd and 7, 8:04 to go. And quickly, that might be the first time tonight we've seen Buchanan go down without a gain.
Well, and that's just a great time blitz there by Dalton Young, just getting in there and making the stop in the backfield.
So this is going to be third and long. That was a loss, I believe, of 2 on the play.
Now, I think this is where the ball's got to be put in the air. It doesn't have to be downfield. It could be out on the edge quickly.
Going to go past to Gaines. Gaines is going to be shoved out of bounds. And that will
be 4th
down.
The worst part about that play is them running out of bounds.
Yeah, but the clock hasn't stopped.
That's home field advantage right there.
It is running. And they're going to go under 7 minutes. So,
and I don't think it's a bad idea to go for it.
Well, they're at least lined up like they're going to. I think they're just going to maybe try to draw them off sides. Clock continues to run. Yeah, no, a punt that goes straight up into the air, and it looks like it's even going to take a Mount Ida hop. So Mount Ida is going to get the football at the 45-yard line of the Warriors.
And, that's not a bad idea. You try to get them to jump. You just back your quarterback up and try to kick it away. But unfortunately, just the ball goes straight up and the spin is backwards.
Yeah.
But it doesn't stop, what EPC's got to do right here. If anything, you got to make them run a lot of plays to get into the end zone, but you need a big stop.
That one thrown down the sidelines, and it's incomplete. Nearly intercepted by Ryder Gill.
And listen, I'm going to tell you, that is textbook defensive coverage by Ryder Gill. He's in phase with him as he's running that fade. At the last moment of the play, he gets his head around, almost makes the pick. Just great, outstanding defensive play by Ryder Gill right there.
2nd and 10, balls at the 45-yard line. I don't see any problem on trying to maybe catch them looking for that run, and they took a shot, but as you mentioned, well covered. Quarterback keeps. He's going to get over to the edge. He'll be knocked out of bounds by McGee.
And Devin McGee several times tonight has been the guy that clean up something once, the plays kind of broke down. He is doing a great job from his safety position of running sideline to sideline and making tackles. Jackson White right there does a good job of getting outside and breaking contain, but Devin McGee closes quickly and gets him for a 6-yard gain.
They're going to ask the clock to be reset to 6 minutes, 16 seconds.
That's just about 3 plays late. Not that I have anything against people in stripes.
3rd and it says 1 on the scoreboard, but that's not right. It's going to be 3rd and 5. 3rd and 4 maybe. Got a man in motion. This time they give it to Young. Dalton Young dives forward, and he's got a first down.
And just a great little ad on the motion there with Dakota Beachy, just to get a little eye candy for the defense, and then running the trap back inside to Dalton Young for the first down.
Got a text from Marcus Carlton on a major upset alert, and you were already talking about it at halftime, Coach. Rogers leading Bryant 28-21, 8:30 left in the ball game. 1st and 10. Watson going to keep, and another good gain for him. I say Watson, it's Jackson White. I think I've called him Watson twice tonight. I apologize.
And for EPC, just keep making Mount Ida snap the ball.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, why not? Young spins forward, and he's got another first down.
And a big gain right there of 10 for Dalton Young to get him inside the red zone at the 19.
Young several times tonight. It's just an extra burst at the very end to get that extra yardage. That time quarterback White keeps. He won't get a whole lot. Now down to 5 minutes and 10 seconds.
And Mount Ida's picking up the tempo.
Yeah, they are. It's just.
But this is just not their nature. I mean,
no.
you've got to.
Quarterback's going to keep again, and it's going to be 3rd down and about 2 more yards to go, but 4 minutes and 45 seconds. They need to score quick. Got to get a first down, though. 3rd and 2. And Dalton Young, yet again, with another good carry. That will result in...
That should be a first
It
down.
should be, but I've not seen a signal yet. All right, they chain gains just struggling to keep up now. 1st and goal from the 9. Young. No. He's going nowhere.
And that's a good job right there by Zeb Shepard, just getting penetration and getting the stop in the backfield.
Well, they desperately needed one of those plays from a defensive standpoint, a no gain, and then it takes a little while to get another play off. You know they're going to run the football. So 2nd and 9. Quarterback keeps. He goes up the middle, still on his feet, trying to get in. He's just short. Just short of a touchdown. It's going to be 3rd and goal from the 1-yard line.
Watch the quarterback sneak right here.
I would do it. Nope, they go to Young, and I don't think he made it. He did not make it. It's going to be 4th down in the season right here for Mount Ida. Here we go. Can Mount Ida get in? They go back to Young. I don't think he did. And what a stop for the EPC Warriors. How about that?
Wow. And that's Zeb Stewart again right there. Or Zeb Shepard, Zeb Shepard on the penetration. Just getting a stop in the backfield. And now EPC just needs to run as much clock as possible and get away from the goal line, even if they have to punt.
Yeah.
You know who I'd give it to right
I
here.
know who you'd give it to, yeah. I'm really kind of surprised they didn't go with a quarterback who had had several successful runs. Not saying Young hadn't had some as well, but they just went to him. Look at Eli Blagg just run his way right through some folks and get some breathing room. 2nd down.
Great play call by Coach Powell, just getting yourself away from the goal line. Eli Blagg up the middle for 6 yards on the quarterback sneak. And I heard somebody in the stands say, run it again. It's probably not a bad idea. But let that clock get down as close to 0 on the play clock as you can get it.
Mike Ashcraft has commented on our YouTube page, says Cross County leading Des Arc 26-8 with 2 minutes left in the game. So could see this Cross County and EPC meet up, the top 2 teams from the this conference.
And on the spot, we got a first down right here by EPC. D. Buchanan up the middle for the first.
Well, Coach, you know, Yeah, you're right, a first down. So at some point, you're going to have to get stops and call some timeouts.
Yeah, I think you want to get them where they're in a little bit of a scenario where it's second and long,
yes,
third and long to get the first stop.
Now down to 2 minutes, 5 seconds. Another run for the Warriors, and this might be where the first timeout comes from.
And I'm not seeing anything.
No.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to call
There it is. So a timeout will be taken by Mount Ida. We're going to send it to a break and be back here in just a moment.
Dealerships is not one to brag, but actually we are. Central was awarded yet again General Motors Mark of Excellence. We have the perfect ride waiting for you and exceptional service. So find your next vehicle at a Central dealership today.
Milligan Heating and AC works to serve the Northeast Arkansas community in meeting all of your HVAC needs. Give Justin Milligan a call at 870-243-2820.
When you ask someone about their favorite show, there's a good chance it's on CBS or Fox, two of the most popular networks in the country. When you ask someone where they go for local news and information, they usually say Northeast Arkansas News. When you ask someone how they grew their business, they'll probably tell you they advertise with KJNB. When you add it all up, top-rated networks, local focus, and dynamic advertising, you get more than just a TV station. You'll get a hometown friend. KJNB. This is who we are. This is home.
We're back here in Lepanto, 26-14 EPC. A timeout was taken by Mount Ida. They've got, I believe, have 2 left, and they have got to come away with some more stops to get the ball back and down 2 possessions. Another first down in this game is over.
And, Ryan, I'll tell you what a fantastic semifinal.
Oh, no doubt. This has been a great game. And look at Blagg. He'll slide. Might have had a chance at some more yards right there, but opted for the slide. It's going to be 3rd down and short. Yeah, I think he could have got the first down.
He could have got the first down, too. But he's being smart, just trying to keep the clock running.
Right. So they're going to let the clock run here, and then if Mount Ida can get a stop on 3rd and scoreboard says 2, then they'll call the timeout. So down to 1:13.
This is a game right here if you can get a first down.
Blagg, they're going to have to stop him. He dives forward, and he's got the first down, and that will do it. That will do it. For the 3rd year in a row, Randy, the EPC Warriors are headed to War Memorial Stadium. Now, we've got a timeout. We'll go ahead and take one, too, and we'll be back here in just a moment. Back here in Lepanto, 1st and 10, 1:04 to go in this game. And it's just simply a matter of running the clock out now. He'll take the knee, and I think he'll have to do that one more time. But, Randy, EPC is headed to the War Memorial Stadium for a 3rd year in a row.
Wow. Just tip of the cap to Coach Powell and his staff and all his players. And, you know, this senior-laden squad, I mean, they have earned every bit of it. And it looks like it might be a little 2A
Yeah.
conference rematch.
I think that's awesome.
Between EPC and Cross County, and that's a ball game.
Yep, that's going to do it. So, final score here in Lepanto is going to be EPC 26 and Mount Ida 14. We'll take a break. Give us just a few minutes. We're going to get down on the field. We're going to have some interviews with coaches and players.
Work, reliable service, and local roots. That's B&A Forestry. Need dirt work done right? We have you covered. Give owners Bear and April Lacefield a call at 870-514-0174. B&A Forestry. Lepanto Crop Service, Murray and D. Henderson are here for your crop dusting needs, serving Poinsett County, Mississippi County, along with the other surrounding counties in northeast Arkansas. Call 870-531-2223. Lepanto Crop Service. Good luck in tonight's game.
Don't miss it. Saturday, December 6th at 6 p.m. right here on CBS, NEA Sports delivers exclusive previews, predictions, and expert analysis for Northeast Arkansas basketball teams gearing up for an unforgettable season. NEA Sports, putting Northeast Arkansas student athletes first.
Mickey World Travel with Taryn Scott. Let Taryn help you plan your next vacation. And get this, her services are no cost to you. Disney World, Land, Cruise Line, Universal, Caribbean all-inclusive. Taryn says, let's go Warriors.
Local basketball star Austin Reeves is part of the Central Dealerships team. And just like Austin, we want you to join our team as well. So score big with your new or used vehicle from Central today.
From the first seed to a full harvest. From their first steps to their final day of school. From the everyday to the big adventure. From a great job to a greater calling. A true community bank is there through it all because
Want to welcome everybody back here to Lepanto. Coach Powell punched your ticket a third year in a row. How about this game tonight?
Mount Ida did a great job. We had to play their pace, and we played their style. We made some big plays. Players gonna make plays, and I'm proud of those guys for making big plays for us.
Momentum changer. You got to feel like there to end the first half. And Quincy Perry, what a run! Find his way. Had to get to the end zone because time had expired.
That kid's been trying to find an interception all year long. He's been waiting for it, and he picked the biggest moment and made the greatest play, and it really swung the game for us.
You guys, from a running standpoint, Buchanan and Gaines and your quarterback as well, Blagg, talk about the running game.
Those guys are just dudes. They run hard and they play hard, and even when we don't block it well, they go and make plays and gain yards. So we keep feeding it to them and let them make plays for us.
Last thing, a couple more. Defensively, man, you guys.
Very proud of the defense. We had one breakdown where the quarterback got a big run. They played sound and they played in the game plan. They did a great job in that.
Last thing, you're back at Little Rock. Obviously you're going to celebrate tonight, but
right. We want to get there and finish one. It's been tough the last 2 years, but we're going to try to get there and put one together and come out smiling this time.
Congratulations, Coach. All right, we are going to go ahead and send it to a quick commercial break. When we return, we'll have some players for an interview.
Work, reliable service, and local roots. That's B&A Forestry. Need dirt work done right? We have you covered. Give owners Bear and April Lacefield a call at 870-514-0174. B&A Forestry. Lepanto Crop Service, Murray and D. Henderson are here for your crop dusting needs, serving Poinsett County, Mississippi County, along with the other surrounding counties in northeast Arkansas. Call 870-531-2223. Lepanto Crop Service. Good luck in tonight's game.
Don't miss it. Saturday, December 6th at 6 p.m. right here on CBS, NEA Sports delivers exclusive previews, predictions, and expert analysis for Northeast Arkansas basketball teams gearing up for an unforgettable season. NEA Sports, putting Northeast Arkansas student athletes first.
All right, welcome back to the NEA Sports Game of the Week. We're in Lepanto here for the semifinal matchup between EPC and Mount Ida, and EPC gets the win, and we're going to send it down on the field to Ryan Fletcher with some players of the game.
Lepanto guys. Ashton, I'm going to come to you first. Great job in holes, making some big stops when it mattered most.
Appreciate you.
You're
It ain't nothing new. We know, everybody know what we got to do.
And all right, Quincy. I mean, you had maybe the play of your career to end that first half. Talk about that play.
Man, I just focus on, doing my assignments every day, and then when it's my opportunity, I go get it and capitalize on opportunity.
I just interviewed Coach, and he said you've been looking for an interception all year, and you got it at the right time.
Yes, sir. I haven't tried that much, but see what happens when they do.
All right. And getting back to Little Rock, just your thoughts on that.
It's big, but I want to finish it. Instead of just getting it, I want to finish it this time.
Congratulations, guys. Go celebrate with your team. Good luck next week at Little Rock. Randy, we're going to send it back to you.
All right, thank you, Ryan. Those are two happy young men right there, and they'll be headed back to Little Rock for the third straight year. This year, with a little different flavor. It looks like if the score holds up in the other semifinal game, it will be the EPC Warriors versus the Cross County Thunderbirds in a 2A2 conference rematch. Earlier in the year, EPC got the win 24-14 against Cross County. This time, a little bit higher stakes involved as they battle for a state championship in the 2A classification. Just a great evening, great environment here tonight. Tip of the hat to Mount Ida. They played really well tonight, but EPC comes out on top. Big plays all around from Quincy Perry, Eli Blagg, D. Buchanan, Jacob Gaines. The defensive line did a great job, holding and maintaining Mount Ida and keeping them from the big play. Really one explosive play for Mount Ida, and that wasn't enough as the Lions do not get the win tonight, and EPC heads back to Little Rock for the third straight year. The Cross County Thunderbirds for the 2A state title. I want to thank Ryan. I want to thank everybody in the crew and everybody who tuned in tonight for the NEA Sports Game of the Week. This was a classic matchup between EPC and Mount Ida. Thank everybody for a great season this year, and we are signing off. Thank you.